forces you to get better in every aspect of your life, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and financially. There's no other profession out there. And so at the same time, it's a double-edged sword depending on your perspective and how you approach just your commitment to this business, right? If you guys come in with the mindset of, I'm just going to give this a try, if you come in with a mindset of, I'm just going to give it 80, 90, 99%, you're going to fail. It's like an airplane about to take off, right? An airplane can't take off unless it's 100% fully engaged. If an airplane is 80% engaged, 9% engaged, 95% engaged, it won't take off. And so this is the same thing that happens here. And you know what? It was happening. It happens every single day. That's why people quit. People come into this thing, they show a couple plans, they try to expose a couple people. It doesn't, those people say no, and then they get frustrated and then they quit. It's because it's not really their fault. It's not really their fault. It's because, not everyone develops mental discipline naturally. I don't know if you guys have ever been in a situation in your life where you were forced to have to be strong mentally. I know coming out of college, I had no mental discipline. And it wasn't until I went through the real world and I took some punches in my stomach, getting laid off, facing unemployment, having debt and loans breathing down my neck, having bills breathing down my neck. Like, those moments, guys, those moments teach you some shit.
Yeah, real talk.
It teaches you some shit in life. And you know what? And I wasn't always like this. Like, I was able to develop that type of mental strength is because I've been at a point in my life where I bitched and complained, and every single excuse in the book that I had, I used. I was blaming other people. I was blaming my friends. I was blaming my family. I was blaming other people except myself for not having what I wanted to have. But it wasn't until I said, okay, you know what, man? There's no one else that's going to fix this except for you. So you need to figure something out for yourself.
100%.
And it wasn't until I took that accountability, that's when I started to get stronger mentally. Right now, right? And so now you just got to understand that this thing isn't going to be easy. It's going to be worth it, but it's not going to be easy, right? Things aren't always going to be a linear progression of success. Like, success isn't going to be like this, in this company. You might take 3 steps forward and take 6 steps back. There was my girlfriend's downline who's on the point of hitting chairman. At one point, he was platinum 5,000. He went all the way back down to 1,000. He lost almost all his whole business, and now he's right back to where he's at. He's almost knocking chairman again.
How did he lose it?
Just people leave. People leave, and for certain reasons, and so regardless of wherever that is you're gonna take some punches in this company. You're gonna take some punches, but what I just want you guys to just learn and understand, just through my own experiences, is you guys got to learn to get strengthened here. Okay, you guys will take some punches. Okay. You guys may not hit certain goals the way that whenever you guys want to, and it's okay. Like, it's okay. But goals are good benchmarks, but just know that, okay, like, things won't always go as planned. Okay. Things are going to get hard at times, but just because you get a flat tire, you're not going to go and slash the other 3.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? If you guys don't quit, just the fact that you guys don't quit, you are already going to be ahead of 90% of people in this health industry.
Right.
And so the only people that make it in this industry are the ones that you got to go into this thing with 150% commitment that this is going to free your life. You guys, like, I was listening to an audio by Floyd Mayweather today, and I was saying to you guys, it's very short, it's like 6 minutes, but it was powerful. He was just talking about how, he was watching his mom growing up. His mom was like, she worked at a salon, and she struggled. And so Floyd was like, you know what? I didn't want my mom to struggle like that. So what did he do? He left school Floyd left school and went into boxing, right? He took a leap of faith, went into boxing because he didn't want his mom to struggle anymore. And he said it, I committed my entire life to boxing. He didn't know anything else but boxing. That's all that he knew. That's all that he did. He lived, breathed, ate, and shat boxing. You know?
Absolutely.
And he was talking about how Tiger Woods, right? Tiger Woods committed his life to golf, right? So you guys see the pattern here? All these people that we come to revere and look at and be amazed at, you know, they weren't special. They didn't start out, you know, with wealth. They didn't start out with money. They didn't start out with opportunity. They just made a single decision in their mind, was that, you know what? I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want my parents to live like this anymore. And they just made that one commitment to say, I don't want this, so I'm going to take a leap of faith and I'm going to commit myself 150% to this every single day of my life until I achieve what I want. You know?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And so, you know, you guys on this call, like you guys all have your own purpose for why you're doing this. You know, Elia and Anthony, like you guys spoke with me, you guys want to do it for your parents. You know, and that hits home for me. You know? This is one of the reasons why so many people just out in the world, they go out and they live every single day of their life like a zombie. They go out, they just wake up, 8 o'clock, do this, 12 o'clock, go eat, come home, eat dinner, watch TV, go to bed, over and over and over and over. And they do it for 50, 60 years and call it a life. Why? Because they don't have something greater to chase after. Right? You guys are doing this. You guys commit your life to this, right? Don't just try this. Don't just try IML. Commit everything that you are to IML. The same way all the greats of sports, you know, the Kobe Bryants, Tiger Woods, the Floyd Mayweather, the same way that they commit themselves entirely to their craft. I want you guys to commit yourself entirely to this craft, right? Floyd even said on the video, he says, you know what? I'm the best in this sport for a reason, right? Come see me. Come see how I train. Come see my training camp, and you'll see why I'm the best. So when it comes to his craft, right, you guys got to stay on top of your craft, perfect your craft, work on your craft, whatever it is, right? If it's prospecting, right, learn how to prospect. If it's closing, learn how to close. If it's inviting, learn how to invite, right? The same way Floyd has to practice his jabs, his uppercuts, his hooks, right? There's certain things that we have. This is our craft. This is our profession. If you guys want to make it, if you guys wanted to pay you, you guys got to work on your craft, right? And so when it comes to mindset, just make that commitment in your mind that this is what you're going to do. This is what you're going to commit yourself to, and that no matter what happens along the way, nothing is going to deter you from making it happen. Anthony, Elia, Davon, nothing is going to stop you guys from being chairman. You guys understand me?
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
It doesn't matter what's going to happen. It doesn't matter how many punches you guys take. It doesn't matter how many steps you guys take forward and get pushed back. It doesn't matter. You guys have to tell yourself that you're going to become chairman no matter what. And remind yourself that every single day. Remind yourself that when things get hard. Remind yourself when things get shitty. And trust me, I've been in this industry for almost 2 years. I know shitty feelings. I know that gut-wrenching feeling of pain, right? Of not feeling like you're not where you want to be. I know that feeling of just feeling like crap, right? I've shed tears. I've been there. I've done that. But there's one thing that I want to tell you guys is, if you guys ever feel like you are stuck in your business, there's always going to be one cure to that, and that is action. Okay? Tony Robbins says this himself. He says, action, massive action is the cure to all problems. right? And all the times in my business where I felt like I was stagnant and I was upset, I look back and I realized it's because I could have solved that by action. And by action, I mean, how many people are you exposing the opportunity to on a daily basis? How many people are you driving to the opportunity calls? Right? More exposures equals more money. That's all it is. Okay? A lot of people, they overcomplicate it. This is really all about relationships. We're about investing in other people. We're about showing people a way that they could create a better quality of life for themselves, right? We have a tool that can bless other people financially. And so, you know, there's a story where, and I'll end with this, right? There's a story of this captain who took his whole army to war, okay? And they had to sail across the ocean, and they get here. They finally get there, and then what does the captain do? He burns all the ships. So if you're a soldier and your captain burns all the ships, what are you going to think? It's do or die, right?
Exactly.
That captain burned the ships because he said, you know what? If we eliminate any plan B, we have no choice but to execute plan A. So for all you guys on here, I want you guys to burn the ships. Give yourself absolutely zero reason, zero excuses, zero plan B. Okay? No escape route. Commit yourself 150% every single day until it pays off for you. That's simply all it takes. And this is just the fundamental thing that people need to understand just coming to this industry, is because it's very rare that you guys were taught mental discipline growing up. Sometimes being strong can only come from being broken, from being beaten down. You know, I'm sharing this with you guys is because I've already been there. I've been broken mentally, spiritually, emotionally, financially. I've been there. I know what it feels like to feel like you've hit the bottom of life. And I've been there many times. So that's the only reason why I'm able to share this with you guys, in terms of, you know what, learn from my experiences, learn from my mistakes, develop a bulletproof mindset, just make that commitment, build that shield in your mind that no matter what happens, from this point forward, you guys are going to push forward every single day and make things happen for yourself. You guys got me? You feel me?
Absolutely.
And when things get hard, man, like just look at your why, man. You know, there were many times where I was frustrated. There were many times where, like, I you know, like, I thought about the idea of quitting. I thought about it, but then I look at my mom. Who's still, you know, a seamstress after 30, 40 years of immigrating to America. She's still bending her back working. So can I fucking afford to quit? No. You guys can't afford to either. Because if you quit, you're not just quitting on yourself. You're quitting on everyone that's relying on you to make it. For you guys to quit is to be selfish, not just for yourself, but for the people that need you. You know? You're either going to end, you guys, there's going to come a point in your life when you're going to look back one day, when your whole life is gone, you're going to look back and you're either going to have two types of pain, okay? You're either going to have the pain of discipline, or you're either going to feel the pain of regret. And let me ask you, the pain of regret is going to fucking hurt. It's going to hurt 100 times more than the pain of discipline. Okay? And that's the only thing that separates the small people from the majority. It's that most aren't willing to endure the pain of discipline. And so they settle. They settle for the safe route. They settle for the status quo. They settle for the safe and secure. They settle for that. And then they go through their whole life and they end up on their deathbed, and they look back and say, you know what, man, I didn't get a chance to do that for my mom. I didn't get the chance to do that for my dad. I didn't get the chance to do that for my family. I didn't get the chance to do that for myself. And then at that point, it's going to be too late. It's going to be too late. Some people wake up and then they tell themselves that, you know what, I'm 10, 20, 30 years too late. You guys are at a point in your life where you guys have the time, the energy, and the opportunity to change your life at this very moment that some people do not have right now. You have seniors in this company, 40, 50, 60 years old, that are trying to do this because why? They don't want to live with that pain of regret. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, you know, make that commitment to yourself. Look at it every single day and commit everything that you guys are to it. And when you guys have absolute belief in your values and your vision, you will attract other people that believe in what you believe. The reason why you guys are all on here was because we all believe in the same thing. We all believe in what we all believe. And over time, you will attract other people, like-minded people. That's just how it works. But it takes absolute commitment to yourself and commitment to the vision. So, yeah, man. I mean, that's pretty much it. You know, like everything that I shared with you guys it took like years of experience of going through, and so, you know, I've been at the very bottom. And I'm just sharing with you guys just what it took for me to be able to just come out of shitty situations in my life and to develop the kind of mindset that I have now to be able to do this every single day. Okay, so remember, just stay true to your vision, stay true to your purpose, stay true to your goals, and never forget why you're doing this. You know, first and foremost, you guys do it for yourself, for your families, but then we do it for each other as well too. You know, we're a family here. We got each other's backs. And every day, like, you guys are the people that I go to war with every single day. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. That's pretty much it, guys. That's pretty much it. Just really just want to keep this short and simple, and just kind of help you guys develop that bulletproof mindset. All right. So, yeah, man. With that being said, let's make some money tonight.
Hey.
All right.
Absolutely.
All right, fellas. Appreciate you guys, man.
All right, take it easy. Well, thank you.